Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope you're having a good holiday season. I just wanted to give you an update on this vision that I had in 2012 about a giant white balloon man. It may have something to do with this movie that's releasing this weekend called Big Hero 6. It premieres on November 7th. I mean, I don't know, but here's a vision right here. I'll try to remember to leave the link below. You can see I uploaded it December 4th, 2012, and in the vision, I was shown what looked like a nuclear event in New York City. Jesus was sobbing next to the Statue of Liberty, and he had boils on his skin, and there were spouts of water or hoses or something, and then there was this giant white balloon man right next to him. So, as I've said before, many of the dreams and visions come true. There's actual proof for that in this playlist on my main channel page, Proof the Visions Come True. I'll try to remember to link that playlist below. So, I mean, I really hope this vision will not happen, but I feel like I have to warn you because I've been watching these visions and dreams come true for years. So again, I don't know if this movie about the white balloon man, I don't know if that has something to do with it or not. But it seems like maybe it does. Okay, so there's also another synchronicity tying into all of this that happened on October 26th right here during our watch. We talked about the Hawaii volcano last week, which is the island volcano that we were watching for, but also remember the 2011 Christmas fire right here that Jesus showed me about a month before it happened, and all these fires that kept happening on the same date each consecutive year in the place that was highlighted by either the October watch or the September watch, and seemed to be increasingly worse each year. Well, the first fire was this Connecticut house fire, and this woman right here, her 3 children and her parents all died in that tragedy. And this year Oprah interviewed her, and look at the date that the interview aired, October 26th, which was our watch date this year, and it has been our watch date since the Sicily Island volcano eruption in 2013. So this right here is a video that I uploaded October 25th this year, listing the watch date October 26th to the 29th. Like I said, we started watching the 26th because of that Sicily Island volcano eruption. So it seems this is all connected somehow, and it's a synchronicity. So there's something going on here. I'm not really sure what, but in the interview, she says they never found the cause of the fire, and the police demolished her house the very next day, and she was held against her will in an institution immediately afterward because they said they were worried she would kill herself, which is illegal. I mean, it's irrelevant what the psychologists say. The Constitution does not say that you can hold someone against their will because you think they might kill themselves. It's simply unconstitutional. I mean, they don't mention that here, but I just wonder if that has something to do with this whole thing. But she says that she saw sparks or something coming off the power lines around her house immediately after that fire. So it seems like it may even tie in with directed energy weapons. I don't know. But the point is, Jesus made a specific point about warning us of that event. It was the first event, like I said, in the series that has been going on for the past 3 years, and it all ties in with these events as well. This October watch right here wasn't necessarily about the Connecticut fire. We were watching for the island volcano right here, which happened in Hawaii. But the point is, Hawaii seems to also connect now to this Connecticut fire because of that, the airing of that interview, which occurred on that watch date. You see what I'm saying? So the Hawaii Hawaii connects with Sicily, which connects with this. Okay, so the Sicily Island volcano in 2013 occurred on the 7th day of True Sukkot, and the Hawaii Island volcano, the lava from that reached the first residential properties on October 28th, 2014. And just incidentally, that lava started flowing on our watch date in June, which ended up being the ISIS massacre, which ties in with what the Bible talks about in Revelation 9 about when the asteroid hits and the army that rises out of the Euphrates, which basically looks like ISIS at this point, goes in and the war starts with them killing everybody in that area of the earth where the asteroid impacts. Very complex, I know, but it all ties in somehow. So the vision again in October, back here, it's still on YouTube. It was of a snowstorm and a power outage, a hurricane, a volcano, and a circle with a line through it, which is the Danish word for island. So the snowstorm and the power outage occurred in Connecticut 2 weeks after this vision was uploaded. And then on the same date, the following year in 2012, Hurricane Sandy hit New York City. And the island volcanoes occurred on October 26, 2013 and October 28th, 2014. So I do not claim to understand this. These events are both synchronicities and vision and dream fulfillments. So I mean, I do not know what this means. I'm not an expert on this stuff. And if you do know what this means, please tell me and the rest of us, because I really don't, except that maybe it's a warning about a tsunami and nuclear event on the east coast of the United States. So tonight on November 6th is the first day of True Sukkot on the ancient calendar. And on the 7th day of True Sukkot, which is next Thursday, that starts the 42-month period exactly prior to the May 14th 70th anniversary of the establishment of the state of Israel, which is what Gabriel mentioned in the book of Daniel. So the start of this general 3.5 years actually goes through December, because the 42 months or 1278 days prior to that is on November 13th, and exactly 1260 days prior to that anniversary is December 1st. So again, I'm not saying something will happen at that time. I'm simply pointing out that it lands on the 7th day of True Sukkot this year, so it may connect somehow to the other watch date events that occurred on the 7th day of Sukkot for the past few years, among them being in 2012, the Draconid meteor shower on the standard 7th day of Sukkot, which was a week before the Revelation 12 sign happened on True Trumpets. Then Obama's re-election on the true 7th day of Sukkot in 2012. Then in 2013, the 7.7 quake that created a new island offshore of Pakistan on the standard 7th day of Sukkot, which was also the 77th day that the pronunciation book was pointing to. Remember that? Something's going to happen in 77 days thing. And then that was also the release of Kirk Cameron's movie, and I had a dream about that months before, so that's why I think that ties into this somehow. And he was the star of the Left Behind series, which is about the Rapture. And notice the date of the release of that first Left Behind movie. It was September 4th, 2001. That's 7 days before the falling of the Twin Towers. So the original Left Behind series released between the years 2000 on video through 2005, and a remake of that movie was released this year in 2014 on October 3rd, which was the standard Feast of Atonement in 2014. Okay, so again, in 2013, I had a dream that Kirk Cameron was promoting a movie several months before this date, and then he released a new movie on the 7th day of Standard Sukkot that year. That was also the 77th day of the 77-day warning on that other YouTube channel, and the date of the 7.7 Pakistan quake that created a new island off the coast. So this island thing, I don't really know what that's referring to, but it keeps popping up again and again. Then on the 7th day of TRUMPETS in 2013, the Be Ready website was launched. You might remember this. It's in this video right here, still on YouTube. And the website was just this video warning to run away, the word run away right here backwards, run away, sector New York, water. And that was launched again October 26, 2013, the true 7th day of Sukkot. And that was also 40 days after the DC shooting that occurred on our September watch date that year. And so 40 days from this watch date here until this watch date, and this was the Sicily Island volcano eruption as well. That was the 7th day of True Sukkot last year. And in 2014, the reappearance of North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un on the standard 7th day of Sukkot after 40 days in seclusion, and the true 7th day of Sukkot, which will occur next Thursday, will be the start of exactly 42 months prior to the 70th anniversary of the founding of Israel that Gabriel talks about in the book of Daniel. So a few people have asked why all these synchronicities and dream fulfillments are so complicated. I don't know. I mean, maybe because it's not meant for everyone. I know both Jesus and Gabriel said that the biblical riddles were not for everyone. So maybe it's the same with these warnings. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know if this information is meant for me to fully understand. All I see is that it seems like a warning of the start of a 3.5-year period of war and a tsunami and nuclear event in New York, possibly caused by an asteroid impacting the Atlantic Ocean. But again, I don't know that. And if that is the case, then I don't know when that will occur, except that the Bible seems to indicate that it will occur sometime between now and 2016, or possibly a lesser possibility, in my opinion, of it happening between 2017 and 2024, meaning the Bible indicating that. After 2024, I do not think the warning will be valid any longer, and I've explained why in my ebook, which is on my website, indigoflower.net, right here. And there are also tons of links that are below this video in the description box if you have questions, or if you need proof that the visions actually do come true, then check the links below. I'll put the playlist down there. There's so much going on with this that I'm overwhelmed by it. But I'm focusing right now on organizing this information so it's more clear to the average person. It's this huge puzzle that I know a lot of people are working on, not just me. And I've only pieced together small portions of it. So you might be able to piece some of what I found. You might be able to piece it together better than I have. So I hope that you'll look at the information. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that is being supportive of this work. Right now I'm working on a revised version of the book, so hopefully that I'll give that to you guys sometime this month. It's actually, I might even revise the title because it's actually more about the biblical fulfillments that occurred in 2012. And it's also about, because there were so many in 2012, just really important, like the abomination of desolation that stood in 2012. I mean, the Revelation 12 sign that was in 2012. I mean, there were so many things. And it's also about Daniel's week, 2009 through 2016. It goes into detail why I believe that's the week. So anyway, I have to let you go. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'm sure I'll talk to you next week. Okay, bye. Bye-bye.